What up, fellas? You know who it is. So, I don't want to say all women are like this. I don't want to start the video saying that that no women are capable of loving you. Okay, that's why I changed the title of the video. Originally, I was thinking women are not capable of loving. But then I thought to myself that I've actually encountered very few women in my life who actually are delusional when it comes to love and all this other crap, right? We call them blue-pilled women. And yes, women like that do exist, even though most women are starting to become more and more red-pilled. And guys, what does it mean when a woman becomes red-pilled? It means that a woman knows what the opposite sex will do to get what's in between her legs. She knows the value of her pussy. That's what it really comes down to. When a woman is blue-pilled, that's when you usually see her dating no good bum, a broke-ass bitch, broke-ass dude. That's when she's dating a broke-ass dude and she's saying, oh, it's all about love. At the end of it, he loves me, so we're happy. That's the type of bullshit a woman would be saying if she's blue-pilled. So there are still women out there like this, yes. Even though every single year the number of those women are coming down, are going down. Women still exist like that. But now let's talk about the majority, because that's what we need to focus on. Just like how I like to focus on the majority in pretty much all of my videos. Fellas, we men love women way more than women ever love us. Even those women right there that I just talked about, the blue-pilled women, even those women are not capable of loving men more than men are capable of loving women. Where does this come from, Zeke? Are you crazy? What are you talking about? Men are dogs, right? Well, there's a few points I want to talk about. Let's talk about the evolution. Back in the caveman era days, men had to be the protector and the provider. Men had to look out for his woman and his family and his children. So men automatically had this protective instinct, this possessive instinct that came over to him, which is where the love generates from for our men, for women to men. Men's love generates for women from that. Women never had to do that. They all had to do one thing, mainly: survive and make sure the kids survive. Survival is a woman's first instinct. Protective and providing is a man's first instinct. So that's why you see that even nowadays, women mainly go after the men who make the most amount of money, men who have the highest amount of status, because that resembles his ability to protect and provide for the woman. Even though women are making money themselves nowadays, they still want somebody who's better than them. This is why I always say, fellas, we are better than women, because women will always want to be with someone who's better than them. So whenever you're in a relationship or whenever you're with a girl, you always need to make sure she knows that you're better than her. Shit, matter of fact, if she's getting too bitchy and nagging, this is what I do. I straight up tell her, bitch, shut up, I'm better than you. Now, that's not the best approach, I know that, but that's just how I am. I'm arrogant as fuck. And hey, it's actually been working out for me very fucking well. But you can only say that to a woman when you actually live my type of lifestyle, where you honestly truly don't give a fuck when a woman leaves you or not. See, most of you guys are fake alphas, fake red-pilled. You guys say that, oh, I don't care, this, that, and the other, but as soon as some bitch walks into your life, you just forget about it all. And you become her puppy. So let's not get there right now. That's a different topic. So that's where the first thing comes in. That's the first reason of why men love women more than women love us. It's biologically hardwired in us to love women, to protect them, to provide for them. It's not biologically hardwired in women like that. They're not looking out for the survival of men. They're looking out for the survival of themselves and for their kids. This is why you'll see a mother will do anything, will even literally give up her life for her kid, not for her husband. The second reason that I want to bring up is, fellas, let's talk about the quarantine, okay? The COVID and all this pandemic that's been going around, how we're on a lockdown currently, right? And it's been like this since what, March or April, something like this, earlier this year. What do men in majority miss? We miss the company of a woman because we're not being able to go on dates, we're not being able to go to places where we can meet women. What do women miss? They miss going out. Just talk to a woman and ask her, hey, what do you miss about this quarantine? Like, what do you miss about not being able to go out and do things? Or be like, ever since quarantine happened, what do you miss doing that you're doing before this happened? They'll always tell you, oh, socializing, hanging out with my friends, not being able to go somewhere, not being able to go shopping. They never say, oh, I miss hanging out with my boyfriend. I miss hanging out with my fuck buddies. The dudes who was taking me out on free dates. I miss hanging out with him. They'll never say that. Ever. But most men will say, I miss the touch of a woman. I miss the company of a woman. Me, personally, fellas, this is what I miss. And I've been fucking since quarantine happened anyways. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. But ever since I went MGTOW, and this happened a few like last year, I believe, when I really started going MGTOW, I missed the touch, the company under my sheets with a woman. The smell of her. When I'm fucking her. That fucking feeling. That's it. That 30 minutes, an hour, whatever time I'm in there for, that's the only time I miss with her. The true, genuine, how do I put it? The true, genuine feeling of your dick when you put it right in the pussy for the first time. You know, like she's sucking your dick. All right, y'all are both getting ready to put it in, for you to put it in, and then you put it in. That very first initial moment, I miss that. I haven't, ever since I went MGTOW, I'm not fucking as regularly as I was before I went MGTOW. Why? Because I got other things to worry about in my life, and definitely I'm not in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you get sex a little bit more often. But when you're in MGTOW, what do I mean by that? I'm going MGTOW. I'm not saying that I'm checking myself out of women at all, completely altogether. No. I'm saying that I got bigger priorities in my life, and pussy and fucking is at the very bottom of it. And that's why I don't even try that much anymore to get laid. And that's why I'm not getting laid as often. It's a numbers game. We know this. I can go out and fucking chase 100, 200 chicks a month, and I'll get laid way more than I'm getting now. So I miss that initial interaction with the woman. Not the initial, the fucking interaction with the woman. That's it. I don't miss anything before that. I don't miss anything after that. I don't miss any of the part where I was trying to do the dance and game her and talk her into my bed. None of that. I don't miss any of that bullshit, because we all know that's bullshit. And number two, I don't miss anything afterwards. Afterwards, you know, she gotta lay there and you gotta cuddle and you gotta act like you had a great time, and even though you're the one who did all the fucking work, she barely did anything. Maybe she had some good head game, maybe not, most likely not. These bitches don't know how to suck dick. Y'all watch porn and you see these porn stars sucking the soul out of these dudes, and you think that in real life that's what's gonna happen to you. Hell no. These bitches don't know shit. Especially the hotter she is, the shittier she is in the bedroom. Because hot bitches don't need to do shit. All they gotta do is show up. Everything else is done for them. Fellas, the third point I want to talk about why men are capable of loving women is what happens after a breakup. We go fucking crazy. Now, that happens also because of the fact that we don't have options, right? I gotta get going. We don't have options as much as women do. Yes, I know that. But it's also because it's that possessive instinct I was talking to you guys about. Even guys who do have options, you'll see that even those guys, after they break up or get dumped or whatever, initially they're fine, but then after a month or so, they start missing her. Initially, she's not fine in a week if she's the one who got dumped, but she moves on hella quick. What does that tell you? That tells you that she was never into loving him in the first place that much anyways. Why? Because when you love someone, when you have deep feelings for someone, it's not that easy to get over them. And don't tell me that, don't come at me and give me this bullshit. Oh, she loves him like nothing else, but that's why, and that's why she's cock hopping and drinking and all this to numb the pain. No. She moved on. She hella moved on. He hasn't. And that's why he's usually guys after the breakup, they hang out with their boys to get her out of his head, and maybe flirt with some girls and whatnot whenever he's out and about with his boys. And one of the first things a girl does when she breaks up or gets dumb is fucks another dude, because she can. Now, Z, guys would do that too if guys could. No, they wouldn't. Why wouldn't they? Because I have been in that boat myself. I turned down 5 different chicks within the 3-month period that I was taking to recover from my breakup. That tells you how much I was into that girl. And this is what happens for the most part. And why does that happen, fellas? This is the last point I want to talk about. Because, guys, whenever we men find a girl and settle down with, we come out of our previous world that we had going on for ourselves before we met her, and we make her our new world. She's the center of our world now. So when she dumps us, or we dump, most likely it's guys are the one who are getting dumped nowadays. I'm talking about your average guy, okay? Because average guys are the majority of the guys. So when that happens, now, not only that he ditched his previous world for her when he first met her, now his new world is gone too after she dumped him. So now he's lost like a puppy. He's like a lost puppy. And that's why he gets devastated. Which is why I always preach to you guys to get on your purpose, to get yourself busy. Even let's say you don't like doing something that you're doing, but you're busy. You don't have free time in your hands to think about pussy, to chase pussy, to do evil, and stupid shit, and get yourself into trouble. When men have a lot of time in their hand, that's when they get in trouble. That's what I'm talking about, fellas. I have a video coming up, how to find your purpose. Yeah, I'll talk about it on that. But even let's say you haven't found your purpose, at least you're making yourself busy with work, school, hobbies, gym, whatever, man. Do something. Have a life. Don't just sit at home and jack off and bust gallons of nuts on yourself, man, off of Pornhub. I'm telling you, it's going to be miserable for you. You're going to suffer. And you're going to give up your whole life. You're going to give up who you are, your personality, as soon as another bitch walks into your life. Because you didn't have a life before her to begin with. And that's why you want to find the meaning in life. Find the purpose of your life in her. That's why you make her the center of your world, of your universe. Which is a huge mistake to make for guys. And that's what's happening every single day, more and more. This is why men can love women more than women can love men. Fellas, hope this video made sense. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.